After spending one full day and 2 nights in San Quintin, visiting Mont Ceniza and the wetlands, our next objective was Bahia de Los Angeles, on the east coast of the peninsula. We were planning a 4-hour journey to cover the 350 kilometers. The road was supposed to be very easy, basically following the Trans-Peninsular, until Punta Piedra before heading east to the Sea of Cortez. But of course, this is Mexico, and when it comes to roads, you never really know what can happen. During the night, a big storm hit the area, unloading a lot of rain. The effect were quickly visible as we started to cross the first villages. Once out of the initial villages, we found ourselves mostly alone on the road, occasionally encountering a truck traveling in the opposite direction. So far, trucks were our only concern. Given the narrowness of the road and our speed of 80 kilometers per hour, we had to be very careful. Definitely not a trip I would do at night. As we headed south, we were gaining altitude, and the landscape began to appear more desert-like. After an hour of easy driving, we encountered our first obstacle. Due to the heavy rain last night, water was flowing across the highway. After watching a truck pass through, I decided it was safe enough for us to proceed, and we continued on our way. But that was just a small preview of what awaited us ahead. A few miles after the first obstacle, we encountered another one. This time, cars were not passing through, and there were vehicles waiting on both sides. I decided to assess the current and the depth, and it looked dire. However, it's always challenging to accurately gauge the force of the current and its potential impact on a car. One thing I learned from experience, having crossed many rivers in Ecuador, is to never underestimate the force of the water. In such situations, I always observe or ask what the locals are doing. Some advised us to wait for the water to lose force, which could mean waiting for a day. Others grew impatient and attempted to cross. Therefore, I decided to watch a truck make the crossing before making a final decision.
Que no, todavía no estoy. Bueno, firmando. Tú quitas lo que no te sirva.
There was evident hesitation among the locals about whether to cross or not. That wasn't the most reassuring sign. However, if one of the pickup trucks was able to cross, I was confident that I could do the same. The Nissan Titan and its V8 engine are extremely powerful, and the 2 4-wheel drive options will help me maintain maximum traction.
¿Qué estás esperando?
No sé. Se va a pasar. Este que se ha ido.
The first and second trucks decided to wait and not cross, watching the first one crossing. Not excited by the prospect of spending a day waiting for the water to recede, I decided to go for it.
Tranquilo, chico. Tranquilo, chico.
My strategy was simple: go slow and steady with the shortest 4-wheel drive. We began the crossing with a bit of apprehension. However, I quickly realized that it wouldn't be an issue. Despite the evident force of the current, I wasn't even feeling it. The next few miles were a series of crossings. In all cases, trucks and most pickups were able to go through, until we reached the final one. This time, the queue was longer, with trucks and pickups waiting on both sides. We were still 2 hours away from our final destination, in the middle of nowhere. Still following the same pickup, I watched as it entered the water, surprised by the depth. Its exhaust pipe was submerged. Water was reaching the bumper. However, since it made it to the other side, I decided to take my chance and go for it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
After that, it was a race against time to arrive at our destination before nightfall. At the top of each hill, or around each curve, we wondered what surprise the road still had in store for us.
Se puede decir que en este viaje habremos ganado experiencia cruzando carreteras inundadas.
What was amazing to see is how a single night of rain in a usually desertic place can transform this arid landscape into rivers and ponds of water. Sometimes, as you can see here, we thought these were lakes that we started looking for on the map, only to realize that these huge water extensions were just ephemeral lakes created by the violent storm. This section of the Trans-Peninsular Highway has proven to be more challenging than anticipated due to weather conditions. Without a powerful four-wheel drive, we likely wouldn't have made it today, or would have had to wait for long hours. As you've seen in previous videos and will see in others, to fully explore Baja with freedom, having the right car is crucial. We've witnessed tourists in small rental cars attempting to venture off the main road only to find themselves limited in their exploration capabilities. And here we were, after a 6-hour journey, reaching our hotel right on the beach of the Sea of Cortez. This place looked like an amazing spot to rest and enjoy nature. In all our travels, we often cherish the solitude, the simple joy of being in such amazing places. In the next video, we will discover Bahia de Los Angeles before heading south to Laredo. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and the information provided could be useful for future journey.